This woman, Victoria Newton and Kensington Palace, needs to submit the original Kate at the Farm Shop video to the Associated Press and to Getty and to Reuters and to all of the international news agencies so that they can authenticate that video for the public. Failure to do so, in my view, is an intentional act of deception to deceive the public. We don't live in North Korea, Iran, Russia, and China, where we have to accept authoritarian and autocratic and totalitarian governments telling us what to think, what to believe, and what is true. We have eyes of our own, we have intellects of our own, and we can analyze data so long as the data is authentic and true. It is my view and my opinion, and I'm sticking to it until Victoria and Kensington Palace and the British monarchy proves otherwise by third-party objective sources that the video Victoria Newton and the Sun published about 2 days before Kate Middleton did the I am a cancer recovering person getting preventative chemotherapy video. This video in question of her at the farmhouse, in my opinion, is in direct conflict with the image they presented of Kate on that bench telling us she's getting preventative chemotherapy for cancer or not cancer at this point, who knows, right? It gets in the way. The video that Victoria Newton dispersed and diffused 2 days before this Kate on the bench with cancer video, it gets in the way of my ability to believe the Kate with cancer video. And I think rationally, it's a confusion, right? It confuses the public at a minimum, and at a maximum, it outright deceives the public. And she needs to explain it. She needs to present the original video to objective third-party sources to authenticate that video, because she's doubling down and telling the public that she worked with Kensington Palace, the future King of England, to diffuse this video, and she's telling us this is authentic when our bare eyes can tell us that something is off with what she's saying.
Yes, social media has acted in all sorts of crazy ways. It's been a bit like the Wild West, but he was also clear that the mainstream media has played a part in creating some of the frenzy. Now, a couple of weeks ago, you published this front page, I think, which said, "Lay off Kate." We can show it, I think, to our viewers. Maybe it'll pop up in a few seconds. There it is. So you were, sending that message, basically saying, leave her alone. But then your paper obtained, and I think paid for, footage of her out shopping in Windsor with William. And then today you've got 9 pages in your Sunday edition all about the story. So isn't that a contradiction?
I don't think so at all. No, I was really moved the day of the Photoshop fail when the whole world was attacking her. I just thought it was outrageous. This poor woman was clearly ill and was so desperate that she tweaked a photo, minor tweaks, to make it look a little bit better. So that's why I did that front page, and it was really important. It then changed the narrative. A lot of the rest of the media then started...
Just a second. Minor tweaks. Minor tweaks. Really, Victoria? Minor tweaks. Apparently, Kate's entire head was chopped off of a Vogue photo and plastered on the Mother's Day photo. Minor tweaks? I don't know, Victoria, but let's keep going.
Saying back off, Kate. So I don't accept what you said earlier. In terms of reporting the fact that they went out to the Windsor farm shop a few days later, they knew that if they went out there in public, mingled with members of the public, they would be seen and potentially photographed, because everyone's got a camera phone now, and that's how it happened. It wasn't a photographer, it was a camera phone. And of course, I was in discussions with the palace all along with that, and there was no problem with us running those images, and he kind of felt that the nation was desperate to see her.
And then, in fact, she went on to say that she changed the narrative. She, Victoria, single handedly changed the narrative. And then other journalists started to say, lay off Kate. Look, I am not on Kate. What I need is the truth, right? I need the truth so that I can move on to other important matters. Kate says that she's getting preventative chemotherapy in a video, not even live, in a video. I'm being asked to accept this. And basically, I'm saying that with all respect that you deserve, because what you deserve and what you do may be different, right? Because of all of these inconsistencies and all the big question marks that I have, even and especially around the farm shop video, and I don't think I'm the only one. I think there are a lot of people who see that Farm Shop Kate and Cancer Announcement Kate are two different people. And the fact that these videos were taken days apart, not even weeks, days apart, makes it improbable that Farm Shop Kate was authentic, or for that matter, Cancer Kate. The thing is that this woman is supposed to be a respected member of the press. You know, when you talk about the press, it's a constitutional matter. Freedom of the press, freedom of speech, well, certainly in America, is a constitutional matter. I don't know what's going on in England with that, what's their position, but it seems to me that this is how they distinguish themselves from regimes like Iran, Russia, China, and North Korea, is that the press is free to speak, at least to some extent. And so in that freedom, people need to be able to trust the press. I think. Otherwise, you can't really seriously call this a democracy. You can't even call it a civilization, right? This is just an amalgamation and a collection of kangaroos who are just and you make out of that what you will, right? Or they think we're all stupid, right? So they can say whatever they want and then blame it all on China and Russia and North Korea. And we just have to accept it. And if we don't, they start pulling visas. They start investigations. They lambaste you. They blackball you even blacker than black in the press, etc. Right? They intimidate you with their messages, and both express and implied. As if you have anything to lose, as if you give a crap. You don't even give a crap, but they don't even know that, right? This woman and the son need to provide this video of Farm Shop Kate to the international press and to international experts so that it can be objectively authenticated. Because if not, and she's still doubling down and saying that she conferred with Kensington Palace, then you have a monarchy that has participated and is actively participating in intentionally and knowingly deceiving the public. And then I have to say to the British people, really? Is this the best you can do? You really want a monarchy who does that to you? Who insults your intelligence in this way? Who has no respect for your right to know the truth of what's going on? You're paying millions and millions of dollars, if not billions a year to keep this going? Did you see them at the Easter service? Really, England? This is your best? Wow.